Hey, what's up, Real Cool Heating and Air? My name is Steven. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you three things you can do today to start bringing in more high quality jobs to your business. So by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more high quality jobs, then shoot me back a message and we can chat. Or you can just take this information and implement it yourself. That's fine as well. But I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'm going to jump right into this. The three things I'm going over today are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your home page here. Now, most business owners, they understand the importance of content on their homepage, but they're unsure of exactly like how much content and what type of content Google is actually looking for. So I went ahead and grabbed all your words and I threw it in a word counter. So you currently have 534 words on your homepage. Now, why is this important? Google usually likes to see at least 1,500 words of content on a homepage. This gives you plenty of opportunity to put in and to add the buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. And that's what people are looking for when they're searching for your services with an intent to buy. So I went ahead and pulled up your main competitor here in Raleigh, and that's Horn HVAC. And they provide plumbing and electrical services too. So what I'm going to show you here, hold on, let me put them into this tool. I use this tool called Ahrefs, and it gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses to rank web pages. So I went ahead and put hornhvac.com into this tool. And over the past 30 days, we're going to be looking at this section here. Over the past 30 days, their website was found for 333 keywords and it was clicked on almost 2,000 times. So now let's go ahead and put you in the same tool here and see what you were found for here. Sorry about the delay. I usually have this up already. Okay, so in the past 30 days, your website was found for 16 keywords and it was clicked on twice. So what we can do is go back to our competitor statistics and click on their keywords and we'll see what they have been found for in the past 30 days. So HVAC Charlotte, Charlotte HVAC, and what's important here are these locations. So say you had HVAC or even HVAC repair without the location, that would open you up for searches nationwide and even globally, right? So it's important to have these Charlotte and Charlotte NC behind HVAC and furnace repair, all these buyer intent keywords. So this is what they're being found for. HVAC Charlotte NC has gotten the most search volume in the past 30 days. It's 630 searches in the past 30 days. So let's go and see what you all were found for. So 16 keywords. And you have a few. You have furnace service Charlotte that got 70 searches, but you don't have the big ones that they have. So I would recommend grabbing all these buyer intent location based keywords and key phrases and putting them on your site. And you don't just want to put them on once. You want to find out how many times they have each of those phrases on their site, and you want to beat them out by at least once. So if they have the search terms they have on once, you want to put on twice. The ones they have on three times on their site, you want to put on or twice. You want to put on three times, at least once more, right? So if you do that, you would actually beat them out in the content department. So now on to citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC, Charlotte, NC, studies have shown by Google that right around 45% of people are clicking on one of these businesses in this section right here when they're searching whatever term up here. Now, this is called the map pack, and this has to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the assumption that to get ranked here, it has to do with reviews. And if that was the case, Charlotte should not even be on the list, and Morris Jenkins at 32,000 reviews should be up top. So it's not reviews and it's not pictures or anything like that. It's actually citations. So what is a citation? A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. Some directory examples are Angie, Yelp, white pages, yellow pages. There's a ton of them, and you probably already have quite a few of them. But we've seen that it's usually the businesses that have between 300 and 400 citations that actually end up dominating this map pack right here. Good news is there's tools available that will show us exactly how many and what citations each businesses have. So we can literally go into Horn HVAC, look at their citations, and you'd want to match them. So, for example, if they have 250, you go down the list, you want to grab those same ones and then add at least 50 to 100. The more, the better. So you would dominate this map pack. Now, underneath the map pack is Google's organic search results listing. This spot right here, this number one spot, claims most of the clicks on the entire page here. So whereas this was 45% of people clicking on one of these, so it's dividing up that 45%, this spot right here will get right around 40% of clicks by itself. And the main driver here are backlinks. So what are backlinks? It's other relevant websites linking back to your website, and it works kind of like online referrals. And the more relevant that site is that's linking back to you, it's the better. So for example, let's say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site linking back to you. That's what's actually going to help push you up in the rankings. However, since you are an HVAC company, say you have like Pizza Hut linking back to you, while it's a popular site and it gets a lot of traffic, it's not going to do you any good because you guys don't sell pizza. And Google's not going to push you up on the HVAC listings because a pizza website is linking to you, if that makes sense. So let's go back and revisit this tool that I showed you earlier. Now they have a backlink section in this too. So we can see our competitor currently has 3.6 thousand backlinks. Now let's look and see what you all have. You all have 95. So there's a big disparity there. And but like I was saying, it's more about relevance and less about the amount. I mean, the amount does come into play, but it's more about relevance. So since we know that it's their backlinks that's pushing them up and pushing them to the number one spot, we want to look at them. And hold on, let me back up here. We want to look at this. The referring domains, that's the actual websites that are linking back to them. So we just need to look at this. And what you'd want to do is go down the list. If this populates here, sorry, it's taking so long. Go down the list, and you might have some of these already, but the ones that you don't have, you want to get links from these sites. If you were to do that and go down the entire list and acquire backlinks from all these sites, and you had the content to match theirs as far as the keywords and the amount of words, you would be right in the running for that number one spot right there. What would put you over the top though is if you did the same thing for the top 3 sites. If you went in there and grabbed all their referring domains and went out, reached out to these websites and got backlinks, it would take a little bit of time, but you would eventually get ranked into this number one spot and you would take over all that traffic. So if you did that and then you had the most citations, you would dominate this area too. And because right now Horn is dominating both. So they're getting all the traffic and they're pretty much the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in the Charlotte area. So just to recap what we went over today, first thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your homepage with the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Next thing is going to be citations. You want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to really dominate this map pack. And lastly is going to be backlinks, meaning you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that it's you guys that are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in Charlotte. Now, if you were to implement these things correctly, there's no doubt you become number one. Like I said, it might take some time, but you would become number one. Now, as I said in the beginning, you can take this information and implement it yourself, and that's fine, or you can just save yourself some time and book a discovery call with me. Again, my name is Steven. I live right here in North Carolina, just outside of Fayetteville. you can just reply back to this email, or you can give me a call at 910-551-2006. Now, I hope this video was educational and it gave you some practical tips that you can apply and start outranking your competition. At the very least, I just ask that you give me a little feedback on this video and let me know how I did, please. Other than that, I appreciate your time and have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.